it's the message that every person who's sitting in our position has to relay one in a way or another. And it's really about not dropping your head, man. It's about, being who you are as a man. A lot of us are fathers, a lot of us as leaders, a lot of us as servants. And if you are, don't let your spirit or your emotions control, your attitude, your family, man. Go home and be the man that everybody's been waiting for. A lot of people set a lot of time aside, when the season is going on and kids sacrifice and wives sacrifice and so many people sacrifice. Now is your time to go back and give back to them. Go be a father, go be the man around the house. And for me, man, I tell them, if you really want to change something, go change it. And that's why I've been in this business as long as I've been in this business, because I appreciate when I do come back into it because of all the things I got going on off the field. So the message varies. I think it was more simple than anything.
Do you think there's going to be a lockout?
Did it hurt more to see the Jets
hurt
win?
More? I fought with those guys. Why would I be bitter to see another man go win?
Only because you could have been hosting the game next week.
If was a fifth, we'll all be. I don't use if a lot. If is a bad word, because what's for you is for you.
Right.
It's not.
Ray, do you believe there's going to be a lockout? And how will that affect you in the offseason?
You know what? I don't. I think that's a lot of things that uncertainty that a lot of us don't know about. Are we the number one sport in all of the world? Absolutely. But from the owners, players, we just don't know. We just don't know. So you don't know what to expect, what to do. So all you can do is hopefully prepare properly and be ready for whatever happens. And whatever happens, and you just got to deal with it. Whether it's a lockout, whether it's not a lockout, whether you miss all of camp and come in. So it's just too many, if this happened, if that happened. So whatever happens is going to happen.
Considering the labor issues, how difficult, the uncertainty of this team, a lot of free agents and what this team could look like.
Every team around the National Football League is going with that, going through that. We're not the only ones. And just like all business sides are going to handle it. Oz and them always do a great job handling that, and that's going to be up to them to get all of that settled this offseason. And not being able to really talk about that, with all the labor things going on. So I think it's got a lot of issues. A lot of different teams have to really work out.
Ray, what do you say to your kids? A lot of kids around town, obviously disappointed, and their parents and mentors are trying to explain it to them. What do you say to your kids when they say, "Dad, what happened?"
What happened is two things you can do. You can either be in a win column in any game, or you can be in a loss column. After that, I told my son this: if you give everything you got every time you step out there, you regret nothing. And that's the only lesson in life. Don't let a game dictate who you is or who you are. A game never dictates that. Your character and your identity of truly who you are, that's the only thing that's going to dictate how long you're going to be around, how successful you're going to be around, and that's it. Because once you get into all this other stuff, honestly, you guys know me for years now, when you try to please too many people, you're going to find yourself more disappointed than not. And forget trying to please people, try to help more people than you try to please, and then you'll find much better days.
Right, going forward, the future of this team, you see it as very promising?
Why wouldn't it be promising? This is the same team that's been in the playoffs the last 3 years. Why wouldn't it be promising? You come back and you go back to work. Like I said, it's 32 teams started this journey. And at the end of the day, only 2 going to make it, and only 1 is going to celebrate. So the way that we feel right now, somebody's going to go through that next week. AFC, NFC championship. It's a fact. It's a fact about our business. So, congrats to whoever makes it. But after that, for the Ravens, we just got to come back and be who we are.
Right, there's no chance that in this offseason you consider yourself, I don't know, how much I want to keep playing football.
I think that's irrelevant for me to even speak about, because I spoke about it all year. I don't have time to think about nothing like that. If I do, it's a very selfish thought, and I don't think selfish. I've never played selfish. I never thought selfish. So to even, bring that up in my head, that's a bad thought.
Ray, what are you most proud about this team this year?
Oh, you go through this journey, and I talked about this journey, man. And, some people, Dallas is a destination. A journey is something totally different. A journey is being along for the ride, and And that's what I'm so proud of these guys about. And that's what I spoke to these guys about. So many young guys that you saw, start as a rookie but turn into a man, in the middle of the season. And when you start to get that, you start to develop something that's very special. And that's why I was telling those guys, man, pick your heads up. Walk with your chest high, understanding that if you did everything you were supposed to do, move on. And this team, we fought through everything it was to fight through. And that's what you got to take your hat off to your team. I mean, you finished the season 12-4, one game out of first place here or there. You can't, it's almost saying, what more can you do? Yeah, could you do this? Could you do that? But when it's done, it's done. And that's what I'm more excited about, that we never stop fighting.
There are those that feel that, if the offense had done this and done that, you'd have a few more rings on.
There are those that's not in here either. So it don't matter what people on the outside think. If you're a Raven, you're a Raven. And if you're part of us, you win with us, you lose with us. Whatever we do, you do. And that's kind of what my commitment has always been. No matter what the day may look like, I still remain a Raven. And that's the beauty of it. We line up and come back again next year.
What about watching? I'm sorry.